Well, hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And this is not my tractor, okay? Recently I hooked up with Tim, Tractor Time with Tim.
You can act like you don't know.
Tim, you're supposed to be giving good advice. Good advice.
I'm giving good tractor advice.
I know you are.
Marital advice is not necessarily my forte.
Buys tractors at auction.
You need to be quiet before you get whooped.
I'm afraid my camera lady is getting riled.
Exactly. I'd cut it off right here.
Sounds like he's not going home with the tractor today either.
And we went to Danville and up into Virginia, and we looked at a John Deere brand tractor and a Kubota brand tractor, and still haven't made my mind up. Not 100% sure which way I want to go. To help me make my mind up, I asked James River would they let me demo a tractor. That's James River Equipment in Danville, and they were incredibly kind enough to do that. So not my tractor, it doesn't belong to me. My tractor isn't even going to look like this. Mine's going to have a cab on it, turf tires. I demoed it simply for one reason only. This is a very, very expensive purchase for our company, and I just don't want to go ride it around in a parking lot. I want to put it on a job site. This is an actual job that our company is actually doing for a customer, and they're going to actually pay us to do the job. So this isn't for video purposes or anything. I'm actually making money out here from my company. I wanted to use it in real world, real life scenario to get the feel of it. And I'm also going to try and set up with Kubota to be able to do the exact same thing with them. This driveway, gravel, I'll throw it up on the screen. I can't remember exactly. It's, I think the wind's blowing my mic. It's 1,500 or 1,800 foot long. I can't remember. Really, really long driveway. Gravel, compacted, super hard, potholes in it, that kind of thing. And I'm gonna do this job today, and then tomorrow, Saturday morning, I had to do it on Saturday morning because the kids are out of school. I've got a school parking lot to do that's about 25, maybe 30,000 square feet of gravel. I'll actually be filming that one as well for you to check out. I've got a TR3. The folks that make the ABI Force you see me do the ball fields with, same company makes the TR3 ABI attachments. This is the 5.5 foot wide version, smaller. Obviously the Ventrac isn't this. It's not a massive tractor with 60 horsepower or whatever. So it can't handle the larger unit. So I bought this one for the Ventrac. When I do end up buying my tractor, I will purchase a second TR3, but it's going to be the big one, the 7.5 foot wide version. So I don't have the 7.5 foot, so we're going to use this one. Same exact principle. They work the exact same way. One's just a little bit wider than the other. Efficiency, and the reason I'm talking about this, we got GCI Turf Pro coming. I'm gonna launch that here before long. Efficiency, number one. Okay, I'm going to be efficient. I didn't say fast. I said efficiency. Being efficient and being fast is something that's totally completely different. I'm going to be efficient, and as part of learning the piece of equipment, I have to try different things with it, okay, to learn it so that I can become efficient. And that way I can get the jobs done quicker and do more jobs and make more money. So if you provide a quality job all while being efficient, that's what keeps the phone ringing, and people tell their buddies, hey, you need to go get GCI to do this, or you need to go get John's Lawn Care Company to do this because they're awesome. They do a great job. Quality and efficiency kind of go hand in hand. Obviously, you're going to want quality, okay? Without quality work, you're not going to get the phone ringing, okay? But while you're providing the quality service, efficiency is a key. Systems in place, all the way down to the way you run a piece of equipment. And as far as me learning this piece of equipment, it has a box blade kind of built in, a floating box blade. And before I rip this up or anything, I'm gonna ride this edge right here, and all these loose rocks that are on the outside edge, I'm gonna cut them into the inside. I'm gonna try that. and see how that works. Then once I do that, then I'll come in and rip everything up, regrade it, recrown it, re-level it, re-smooth it, and that kind of thing. So right here is the box blade portion of what I was talking about, and I'm going to try and let this leading edge kind of stay right outside where the loose rock is at, and it should cut it all to the inside without any rolling off. Super duper easy. You come back here and pull a couple of pins, and this thing should drop right down like that. This is heavy duty stuff. I'm talking heavy duty, made in America, bad to the bone. Don't get your fingers caught anywhere because it will hurt. Now, one thing I'm a little, blah about, there's nothing I can do about it. The tractor does not have a hydraulic top link on it. This tractor that I purchased will have a hydraulic top link. That way I can pitch the implement, forwards and backwards for fine grading purpose or digging a little deeper or whatever. But I am going to have to manually adjust this one today, kind of stop and get off, and if I need to make an adjustment, typically once you get that set, it's good to go. But you can see my box blade is riding on the ground, so it will do some cutting. So let's go down this edge and see if we can get some of that rock cut to the inside. So that was just one pass, one easy pass. That's not too awful bad. Probably need to make a couple of passes to get the rest of that out. So I'm gonna work on that for a little bit and kind of get as much cut over as I can, and then we'll start ripping it up. So now I'm going to drop the rippers down. That box blade attempt to pull everything inside actually worked pretty good. Probably not quite as good as if you had a like a traditional scrape blade that you could set at a full angle, but it didn't do too bad. It's probably got 75% of the rock cut back to the inside. This is the lowest notch. This is as deep as they will cut. There's some pretty bad potholes way back up there at the top of the driveway. Oh, boy, she's gonna dig now. I gotta cut the camera off. I can't film everything. I only have so many hours in the day. But I'm actually gonna go over the driveway probably 4 or 5 times and really bust this up. I mean, I'm gonna break it up really good. And then I can take the box blade apart. Well, the entire time I'm busting it up, the box blade is working, cutting the high spots and filling in low spots. And then when I get done, I'll pitch it so that the comb in the back will put like a real fine finish on it. right, well there you go. Whoa, this driveway, this might be the hardest driveway I've been on. It was, it was really, really, really hard. Brand spanking new cutting teeth. And the good thing about those, they're replaceable. So when you wear it out, you just buy some more and put them on there. I wore them down pretty good one driveway. Granted, it's a long driveway, but still, that just goes to show how hard this thing was. No telling when the last time they decompacted it and turned it over or whatever. But it's like butter right now. It's smooth as a baby's butt. It could not look any better. The potholes up there's some really bad potholes up at the start. And those, I just kind of backed up, dropped, ripped, picked up, backed up, dropped, ripped, pick up. That was really the only spot with a pothole, so I really wanted to get super aggressive on that to get to the bottom of the pothole and cut them out. This was a very, very abnormally hard driveway. I can't get over how hard this thing was. The driveway I did the other week with the TR3, it cut through it like butter. It wasn't even a contest. The driveway didn't stand a chance. From the second I pulled in the parking lot, the driveway was gonna lose, okay? But this is the second driveway I've done with this, so, you know, build my experience with it. But I've graded enough driveways to know what's extra hard and what ain't, and this one is extra hard. Well, I mean, I can't get over how hard this thing was. There were times I thought I was on concrete or cement because the whole row of ripper teeth were up off of the ground, just skimming over top of the driveway and bouncing like that. And I don't know what this thing weighs, but it's heavy. It's very heavy. I went over that area multiple times and finally broke the crust, and then the teeth started digging. Yeah, like it's supposed to. But it says 2:28. I've been here about what time did I get here? I got here right about 10:30-ish. So 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:32. About 4 hours to really, you know, work a 1,500-foot long driveway really good. And I think if I'd have caught it immediately after a rain, where it would have been a little bit softer, it would have probably been a little bit quicker. But still, 1,500-foot driveway, graded out to perfection, slicked down, smooth as a baby's butt in 4 hours. I mean, it's kind of hard to beat that. That's the efficiency part of what I said in the beginning of the video. I didn't do it fast. You know, fast would come out here and do a 1,500-foot long driveway in an hour. That's fast. And of course, your quality is going to suffer then. But because I have the right equipment for the job, I'm able to be efficient, make the most of the time I'm here, and do it in the shortest amount of time while providing the quality that meets my expectations and my standards. I'm gonna burn the road up. I have had no lunch. I ate a bowl of oats this morning, and that was at 7 o'clock. No, what time did I eat? I ate breakfast at 7:45, 8 o'clock or something. So I ain't had nothing but a little old tiny bowl of oats. Been kind of working on my figure a little bit. Let me get right here in the sun. You can kind of see it ain't quite as large, I guess you might say. It don't stick out quite as much. So I've been eating a little better. Been drinking a whole lot more waters than I normally do, and really cut back on my sun drops. Killing me. Good Lord have mercy, it's killing me because I like my sun drops. But, you know, I just figured it was time to start making some changes like that. So we're gonna keep working on the belly, try to get it going. I got the job tomorrow, the big parking lot. I'll film it and show you some more TR3 action, and then we'll get into buying the actual tractor, and I'll show you all that as well. So as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later.